Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has spoken on the increasing insecurity in Nigeria. Obasanjo spoke on Saturday at the first memorial lecture for the late founder of the Oodua People's Congress (OPC), Frederick Fashion. The former leader stated security and political structure were of great concern to Fashion. Obasanjo said the first duty and responsibility of a leader of any human community or organization is security of life and property of all the members of the community, the organization, or the society. He said there is no doubt that the national security architecture, apparatus, system, and arrangements in Nigeria today have failed to measure up to the needs of the citizens in different parts of the country. Obasanjo lamented that even the President Muhammadu Buhari himself confessed that he was shocked to come to know that things are that bad. Things are that bad. Where has he been? Is he not in the country? He's shocked. Hey, oh, wow. Obasanjo noted the governors in different states of the country as the chief security officers of their respective states were taking measures to enhance and bow up security for their citizens. These measures vary from paying off bandits to hunting them down with vigilance aid and hunters and innovative joint efforts like Amotekun. What these governors have shown was that they were concerned and they cared. I would not know if any of them was shocked, but most of them took steps as they deemed fit to enhance the security of life and property for their citizens and to augment the failing and inadequate security provided at the national level. Whatever we may feel individually or collectively by these different measures, these governors must be commended, and where necessary, they should be helped to refine and make robust and efficient the effective measures they have taken, from Katsina to Zamfara, from Adamawa to Benue, and from southeast to southwest. From my personal observation, as I talked to people and people across the board talk to me, nothing has united the people of Southwest like Amotekun since independence, except independence itself. Not even the Civil War was such a unifier. He said, I commend the governors of Southwest for their bold and courageous measures taken beyond political party affiliation to improve security architecture and care for their citizens. I particularly commend Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State for his leadership on this matter and for sharing their thoughts with me. Security measures are never static, and security is the responsibility of all of us, but by appointments and elections, some have more responsibility than others. It is instructive to note that the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, under the leadership of Sultan of Sokoto, became extremely worried about the level of insecurity in the country and then called on President Muhammadu Buhari to declare a state of emergency for security in the country. The NSCIA has followed the line of other organizations, institutions, and individuals who have expressed dismay and disappointment at the level of insecurity and criminality all over the country, as if there is no government in charge in this country. Calling for emergency is a wake-up call for the federal government to know the magnitude of the level of insecurity and to take effective measures to stem the tide. The Northern Elders Forum has spoken out on the pervasive insecurity in the country. The governor of Borno, Babagana Umara Zulum, has pointed out that in his 8 months in office, Hono, a community in his state, has been attacked 6 times. The governors of Southwest acted believing that Amotekun is one of the necessary measures, and most people of the Southwest support them. I will strongly advise that Amotekun and other measures put in place should continue to be refined and improved upon to serve as adequate complements and enhancer of present disappointing and inadequate national security architecture and provision. We must learn from the past, particularly from Native Authority police, professionalism and adequate equipment for the job are imperative for a serious security apparatus. Security is the foundation of all human development and progress. Common assured security should lead to common and shared prosperity and development. There has been embarrassing paralysis and katakata in the present nation's security house, as if we have nobody in charge. If it had happened before, it was not so brazenly in the public domain. This type of situation cannot do credit to us as Nigerians, as it can only sap confidence in the security architecture for people to say, no wonder. The president must accept the challenges and the responsibility. Let me move to the second currently germane and raging issue of our political structure and arrangement, which if Dr. Fashion were here before, here would have been of great interest of and concern to him. He showed concern about this issue when he was alive. The agitation at the end of the last century was for true federalism, substantially brought about by Abacha's autocratic and pernicious rule and self-succession and perpetuation, and the process by which the democratic constitution emerged. My administration was an inheritor of part of the agitation. The product of the political conference set up to address the agitation in part, if not in full, and which was personally handed over to the National Assembly, was not advanced to conclusion by the National Assembly. Wow, that was a long talk. Obasanjo just, spoke extensively. From what he said, he made mention a lot of things and the incompetence of this government. The incompetence of this government is made mention of it. It's very loud and clear. And to a very large extent, he was able to say that, oh, even if there could be some errors, even in previous governments, it was not brought to the public for people to know, for people to even notice. You can imagine. The worst of it all is a president wife who is always coming at it. Why not you talking about the opposition? Because whatever they say, is always opposition. Oh, opposition this. But the one that is really obvious that everybody could really relate with, the president's wife coming to tell us the level at which the government is being run, the husband's government. And to put sort upon injury, recently we heard about this Mugono, Baba Gana Mugono and Abba Kyari. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? A lot of things have been happening in this country. The president will not even make a press conference. He will not even talk to anybody. And just like Obasanjo said, that it's like the whole thing is just going as if there's nobody running this government, as if there's no leadership anywhere. And again, it's coming out to tell us that, everybody, every senior person, we know that what Amotekun, the Southwest governors, what they have put together is commendable, that irrespective of their political affiliation, because of this, Amotekun united everybody together. And, kudos to them. And because other regions saw this, whether they are being threatened, I don't know, they came out like this just to discredit, just to discourage these people. But kudos to them, irrespective of their whatever, where they belong to, they came together because of the security, because they want to protect the lives and properties of the people, because they care about the people. See what is happening concerning Esme here. See what about the Boko people. What has the president done? Nothing on ground. Blame. Obasanjo could really accept the fact that even in the past administrations, even there were some kind of lapses, but people wouldn't know. It was not brought to the public domain, just like it's a free fall now. Everybody could see what is happening. Everybody could see the failures of the president, the failures of the presidency, the failures of those who are working with the presidency, those who cannot even tell the man, oh, this is the right way. Some people will say, oh, don't blame people. Are you sure? Do you think they must have told him, and maybe he wouldn't want to listen to them? But to sum it up, everyone is passing through some kind of hardship and pain, and the president seems not to be bothered. Obasanjo has been able to say a lot of things concerning what is happening. He has been saying it, but commending the Amotekun, commending the Southwest governors, that this Amotekun, brought about unity, unifying everybody together. You know, kudos to the Southwest governors, which they really tried. They really tried. So, guys, let us hear your opinion concerning what Obasanjo has said generally in everything that he has said. Leave your comments below and let's have your take.